It's great to be back here performing. It's quite a while since I've been performing in the Town Hall. For those of you that know of it, there's some that wouldn't. There used to be a stage back there, dressing rooms back there, there was a balcony up here, the entrance was here, and that was the way up to the clock tower. The building here is 165 years old, and 102 years ago, next Monday, it would have been burned to the ground by the Black and Tans. So it's an amazing history. When it was being built, the first version of it, it just so happens that my great-grandfather was the craner in the town, working for the town commissioners. Craner was the weights and measures man. You might remember there was a Swiss cottage out there once upon a time that the weights and measure man used. He weighed whatever product was there for the markets. The Craner was, as I say, associated with the town commissioners. My father and grandfather wore the chain of the town commissioners, I think. Like Bernard O'Brien had that privilege as well. My mother and her sister and two of her brothers were town clerks for the town commissioners. And my uncle played in the Nightingale Orchestra when this was used as a dance hall back in the 1930s. And of course, in the 14th of February, in years gone by, I was up on the stage in a play called The Broken Jug by von Kleist, some German playwright, and it was the first time I laid eyes on the 14th of February of my own wife Anne when she came in to help out with the play. So this place has a very, very special part in my heart. So when Helen asked me to read, I decided there was nothing I could do without reading a poem if I didn't read something about this place. So I kind of put together what I would describe as a performance piece. So if you bear with me, it's called Murphy Sang Here. Murphy sang and ran here, as did the Nightingale Orchestra of the 30s. Hypnotists, musicians, pantomimes, plays, puppets, and even some Muppet politicians graced the stage. Love stories presented, marriages fermented, stunning presentations, mesmeric creations, directors gnarling with the author's word. Ibsen, Brecht, Molière, Malay from down the road. Keen, free, sing, local and alien voices helping us understand all the heart's wonder of love and death and land. Simple and complex recitals, bewildering productions, designs that mystified, strange names, convoluted titles, causing the curious imagination of the foolish and the wise to run wild. The Crucible, King of Friday's Men, died. A crucial week in the shadow of the glen, where the fooling whistles in the dark, creating Big Maggies and Cass Maguires, Chaperons and Christy Mahons, and even Commedia dell'arte. So, close the curtains. Darken the hall, douse the house lights. Listen carefully to the fourth wall with your third ear. Wait for the laughter. Pause for the applause. To get to hear, 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 you have to rehear. Rehear, rehearse, rehearse, and rehearse. Chapter, line, and verse. For those perched in the gallery or in the plush velvet seats. When you climbed those hollowed stairs, there was magic shared, witchery, joy and misery, famine or feast for all to see. Oh, the playboys, kings of the stage, spotlights and copyrights and much ado over skipping a page, lines fluffed, moves duffed, lost props behind backdrops, missed cues, costumes askew, grease paint and feeling faint while waiting in the green room. Ignore the detractors, there are no small parts, there were no small actors, and always the joyful party after. These walls hold history, the ink mystery, pitched black and tan destruction, like fire and brimstone raised from hell. Revenge is a burnt out shell. Mindful commissioners' reconstruction, roofers and loafers in the clock tower, falling back or springing forward, annually changing the hour, now computerized and modernized, while overhead the flying banners flutter and flail as the fox with his long tail swings easily, fair weather or foul. Nowadays, few check to see the time the four faces show, or even which way the wind blows. Town clerks worked alongside the craner, who measured and weighed. The chairman in his chain directed the monthly debates, setting the rents and the urban rates. Town liars and gossipers leaning against the library door. Inside, May Grogan reigned supreme. Silence, please. Town criers hanging on the outside wall, where the slave-owning colonist in his Confederate shirt overshadows the magnanimous Bobby, a man for all seasons, Burke. How great you have served, how the great have served you. But this place has changed. I dare not list the names on that now forgotten chain. Misguided legislation, obliterating local participation. And I dare not list the names of those who strode and graced this theatrical arena and strode those boards. Many long forgotten, many with us no more. But now the set has struck, the rigging is gone, the stage is bare. Stage is nowhere. A lost creative space, a lost theatrical place, where music and drama astounded. The language of the town resounded in the lilting and the singing and the word gilding. Now we are simply left to declare in a final curtain call, ladies and gentlemen, the thespian has left the hall.